Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Thank you guys for coming back, joining me. I'm Kadian and this is my channel, Simply Kadian. So guys, when you see this, you know that I'm at work. It's now, what time is it? 1 a.m. in the morning. I'm at work, it's pretty quiet, so I said, okay, let's come and have this chat with you guys. To discuss something. So I was going over a couple of my videos, watching over some videos that I put up, and I noticed in all my videos that I put up, I'm sniffling, I'm coughing, always sniffling, and I just want to address that just in case anybody is wondering what's going on. So it's been, I would say, it's been about 10-11 years now since I've been having these really bad sinus issues, right? I go to several doctors. I was having difficulty breathing. I was always coughing. I went to the doctor. They told me that I have asthma. I was prescribed puffers, but the puffer do help with the coughing, which is I don't go anywhere without this. This is my puffer. I have two. This is the Ventolin, and I have the Symbicort. This is a more powerful one, which is it's like a powder that I have to inhale. I have to be using this a lot lately. But anyways, so they tell me that I have asthma. I got puffer. It kind of helped with the coughing, but I noticed my nose, let me take this off, my nose would constantly be running and dripping. Like I couldn't go anywhere without Kleenex all the time. Because I'm constantly dripping and sneezing. If I was like this, my nose would be just dripping like a faucet. I've been going to doctors, nothing. I went to ENTs. When I went to my ENT about it, they did a sinus CT. They come back and tell me that I have nasal polyp and I have to have surgery. Okay, I had surgery to remove my nasal polyp, thinking, okay, that would help or whatever. That went back to zero. After a week of me healing, I went back to zero. The same dripping, runny eyes, sneezing. So I keep going back to the ENT, and I've been seeing this man like every 3 months or so, till it get to the point he told me, I can't help you. And I was frustrated. I'm like, I can't breathe at night. I was unable to sleep for several months, for years, because I would fall asleep, but my breath would stop, and I have to jump out of my sleep because I can't breathe. My sinus, my nose is always blocked. It's on. I just couldn't breathe all the time. It's ridiculous. I went to another ENT to get a second opinion. Again, she sent me for a CT scan of my sinuses. I get the scan done. Went back to her for the results. She told me I have nasal polyps. Again. All right. She said, you have to have surgery to remove these polyps. I'm like, oh my God, this is like less than 5 years from the first surgery. All right. I did the surgery to remove the polyps that they said I have. After a week, at this time when I went to see the second ENT, at this time I lost my sense of smell. I can't smell anything. I was unable to smell anything. She said I have the polyps, I need to get them removed. I did the surgery, removed the polyps, and then A week after removing the polyps, that I was able to smell again. I was able to start smelling again. A week later, after removing the polyps, and I got healed. Like now I finally heal, like can go around without having a gauze or anything. My sense of smell just vanished. I keep going back to the ENT. Every time I go, there's a camera down my my nostrils, you know, checking out. She can't seem to figure out what's going on, why I lost my sense of smell. This time my nose, my nostril will be full with all the time water. It's like mucus. I'm always sneezing. And she's like, oh, she can't help me. Get to the point, seeing her so much, she just said to me one day, there's nothing else I can do for you. This is my second time. This is the second ENT that I'm seeing. She said, I can't help you. There's nothing else we can do for you. Okay. Months go by. I went to an allergist because they're saying that I have allergy. He determined that I have environmental allergy, which means everything in the environment is a problem to me, right? Right, and I went to see him. He said I have environmental allergy. I can't breathe all the time. He prescribed me Amaris. Can you guys see that? I was prescribed that for relieving my stuffiness and clear up my nostrils so I'll be able to breathe. Okay, this is only a temporary fix because there are times I still can't breathe. It's not helping. The dripping, my nose is just constantly dripping and dripping. It's like a faucet that you turned off but not tightly, and it drip, 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 drip. That's what was going on with me. I went to my family doctor and I said, at this time I lost my sense of smell completely. I can't smell anything at all. So I went back to my family doctor and I said, listen, I need to see somebody because I can't smell anything. Don't ask me what my kids smell like. I don't know. I just can't smell anything. I went back to an ENT. This is a third ENT I'm going to, different one. Because the second one that I went to, she was on mat leave, so I had to see someone else. Went to that ENT, and I've been getting, oh, let's give it a couple months, do this. I have nasal rings, the Neomeds, the squeeze bottle. That's what I have to use every day, 3 times a day, to clear my sinuses, to hopefully help me to breathe, so I could breathe. That was just a temporary, for maybe an hour, half an hour, that would last for. I went back to him. It get to the point where my ears would sound like there's a clock in it. You know when the clock go tick, 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 tick. That's what was going on in my ears constantly, because my sinuses were so blocked up, filled with all these mucus or fluid. It get into my ears, so it's like a clock in there, ticking, ticking, ticking. I lost my hearing at one point. I couldn't hear a thing. Went to this ENT, and they had to do an ear test, audio test on me. Determined I lost my sense of hearing because all these things have built up. And one day the ENT looked at me and said, I think I know what's the problem. This is allergies that you have. So he said to me, I have something that can help you, but it's very expensive. And he's looking at me like, I don't know if you're going to be able to afford it. And he said to me again, I have something that can help you, but it's very expensive. He repeated to me 3 times. I'm like, it doesn't matter how much it costs. I will pay. It doesn't matter. And before he repeated to me third time, I said to him, I have coverage, I have insurance, I have benefit, my drug plan, I have a drug plan, this can be covered. So he gave me a prescription, Dymista. Did you see that? That's what he gave me. And guys, I have to say, it is pricey for a little tube. This is what it looks like. This little thing here, that's what it looks like. Okay, it is pretty pricey for this little bottle, but it works wonders. I can be talking to you guys and my nostrils are not running and I'm not wiping my nose. So this Dymista that he gave me really helped for my allergies. It's just 2 spray in each nostril twice a day or as needed. It's a miracle for me, really helps. But let's talk about why I'm always sniffling in my videos. As I discussed that, I was diagnosed with environmental allergies. In Canada right now, it is cold. It's winter time. So you have to have the heat on in your house. You have to have the heat on in your car to keep warm. I'm also allergic to that. Okay? When the heat is on, just the vent blowing the hair, it made me sick. I started, watery eyes, sneezing, runny nose. That's what started. I have a hair purifier in my house. I have a humidifier in my house. Everything to help me breathe for clean hair. But it's still, once the vent is on, the heat is on in the house, it's over for me. Also, in the summertime, when the weather is nice and I don't need the heat, it's too hot. So I need the air conditioner. And also that is a problem. I can't handle that either. The allergies start just from that. But I also notice whenever I'm in Jamaica, after 2 days of being in Jamaica, my allergies started to improve. And my asthma starting to improve. I don't need to be taking my puffer on a regular basis as much. And I don't need to be using my nasal spray or taking allergy pill that much. And as soon as I get on the plane and get back into Canada, my allergies start again. The runny nose, the sneezing, watery eyes, everything. It's just go back to zero. So, with me saying all of that, sometimes medication, prescription is not the solution to a health problem. Sometimes it's just environmental. It's your environment and you just need to relocate. So in saying all of that, that is one of the reasons why I will be soon moving back to Jamaica. I have a home in Jamaica. Very happy. And it's in the countryside, which once you see, it's just greenery all around. Green as far as your eyes can see. It's just constant green, trees, leaves, everywhere is flush, green, lovely, fresh running water, everything in my area. I will also put a clip of my house in Jamaica in this video for you guys have an idea. So with that being said, I love Canada, always will love Canada. Nothing can change that. I have 4 kids, they're all born here. I can't just pick up and leave permanently and don't come back. I will be back, back and forth because my kids are Canadian. I'm a Canadian citizen. But for health-wise for me, all these prescription, as you can see, not giving me the solution that I want. These are only temporarily fixed for me, right? Every year I have to be having a chest x-ray because I'm on all these things. So my doctor makes sure that I have a chest x-ray every year to make sure everything is okay and nothing crazy is going on and my lungs are clear. I don't know, I just can't handle this anymore. It is too much. It's constantly going and going. Thank God, well, my husband has really good benefits, because this little bottle, right, is $110 for this little bottle. And you know, thank God we have the benefit and I don't have to pay anything for it. It's pretty, everything is covered. We have a good benefit plan, so that works really well, but these medication is not fixing the issue. It's just giving me relief. It's not giving me a permanent fixture. So I realize when I go to Jamaica, my symptoms pretty much gone. I don't have to be on these prescription constantly. So that's what it's gonna be. I will be going to Jamaica. I would have been gone already if it wasn't for the pandemic and the shutdown and everywhere. There's no flight going out. So we're hoping, keep my fingers crossed, that everything goes back to normal and we'll be able to travel again. I'll also show you guys a clippings of my basement with all my stuff packed. Not packed, but packed in my basement that I have to ship. So when I go to Jamaica, I have my furniture and stuff that I don't have to run around to go shopping for. Well, most of my furniture, that I may need at the time. So yeah, I will show you guys a clipping of my home in Jamaica. It's not fully painted yet. They just did the prime from what it is in the process right now of being painted. But the clipping I'm gonna show you guys is just the beginning stage, just to give you guys an idea what it looks like. And you get a little glimpse of how pretty my community is. Green, fresh. It's just amazing. It's good for my health. So that's the best thing for me. I would miss Canada, because I'm not like I'm going on a flight and not coming back. I'll be back, but not for permanent. I'll be back for maybe a month or two or so. I'm gone, because year round I'm constantly sick. Year round. Right now I have no sense of smell. It's been almost 4 years. I cannot smell anything. It's gone completely. Nothing. If a day passes and I don't use this, I'm back to square one. Earlier today, I have to get up and use this because my ears got filled up with fluid from my sinus being obstructed, and the allergies, the clock ticking, tick, 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 tick in my ears again. So this is not something, I don't want to be constantly on these things. And some people have it worse, but if a change of environment will help my situation and I can afford to, and I have the means to do it, then I think it's the best thing for me to do. All right, guys, like I said, I will insert the clippings of my house in Jamaica. And trust me, I'm excited and I'm looking forward. I'm so looking forward to it. All right, YouTube. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please, guys, drop your comment. Leave a comment for me. And remember, like, share, and please subscribe to my channel. Yes, guys, help me get to at least 100 subscribers. Please, let me get to 100 subscribers. I'll be happy, happy, happy. All right? So thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm going to end this video here and get back to work. Okay? Good night, YouTube.